Plumeria patch, but you won't see any plumerias up here. I'd say about 25 years ago I tried to grow plumerias commercially. Found out it was too much darn work. I was a slave to the trees, picking every day, sometimes twice a day. So instead I just let this area go. I let it go. You can see the wild grass that's growing, and I'm trying to reclaim it now. Trying to do a little terracing. Mainly what I'm doing is putting in trees like this one right over here. I don't know what it is. It's a seedling I found growing up in the Waianae Mountains, and hopefully someday it'll produce some shade. There's about 5,000 or 6,000 square feet back here, and the plan right now is just put in shade trees. Coming around the corner here, this is a kou tree, K-O-U, something the Hawaiians brought with them. Will produce nice shade in about 5 or 6 years. Next one coming up is an Australian native, the Grenvilla. I'm not sure which one it is. We call it the silk oak or silver oak. And then the next one will be an African tulip tree. I've got a couple of them. They're really fast growers. This one here has been in the ground about 3 months and has tripled in size. This is a podocarpus. Been in the ground a couple of years, just kind of stayed there and did nothing for the first year or so. Now it's starting to grow. It's about 7 feet tall. This here is the timing device, as I've mentioned online. It costs about $33. Water comes on twice a week for an hour. Okay, this is another African tulip. This one's been in the ground about 6 months. Started out smaller than that first one you saw. I'm right now planting some Chamaedorea hupereneas. That's the first one's in the ground. I have 2 more pots to put in later today. Across the fence you can see my neighbor's banana field. This tree over here also more than tripled in size in the past 5 or 6 months. It's some kind of a pink Tacoma. Nice flowering tree. Some shade in the few more years. And then I have an avocado seedling. Picked up the seed while hiking up in Waianae Valley. I have no idea whether it'll produce any fruit. And this here is a California pepper tree. Hopefully, again, some shade. And the property goes down, another 50 feet down through the grass in this direction. Now we're swinging back almost to where we started. And right almost in the middle of this 5,000 square feet, I planted a monkey part tree. This has been in the ground about 5 or 6 years. Started out, it was about 3 feet tall. I also have a couple of, on the border here, I've got a couple of kiawe trees. Kiawes are what you guys in the southwest call mesquite. Nasty thorns on these things. This is a wild basil. It's been growing on this lot up here for the 25 years that I've had this place. They pop up. I don't know how they got here originally. This is another podocarpus, a different kind. Growing pretty nicely. Actually, it's growing faster than it can support itself. That's why the pipe was there. And this tall little skinny bean pole, so you can get around and you get a picture of it. This is some kind of a seedling that popped up in the yard a couple of years ago. I dug it up, stuck it in the pot. When it looked like it was doing pretty good, I brought it back here. And hopefully someday it'll be doing some shade. Okay, and right now I'm standing under that mesquite or kiawe tree. Beautiful tree, but horrible thorns. I'm going to cut the whole thing down for the next year. And here's another one of my irrigation guys. That's about it for the Plumeria patch.